This is our house, baby. This is our house. Yeah. You know, the man, Manny Machado, rocking it. My boy hit a homer, 3-run home run. And my other boy, Gotti Sanchez, or Gary, he killed it too with the 3-run home run in the first inning. I'm pretty sure it was 2 3-run home runs in the first inning. Yeah, so I mean, that set the tone. Whenever the Padres score more than 3 runs in the first inning, you know it's going to be good. You know the Padres are probably going to win that game. Sure enough, when homie hit a 3-run home run, I was like, oh, we got this. And then freaking Machado just came through with another one. I mean, we're going to dominate this game. On top of that, whenever you have good pitching to back up the bats, or I should say, bats to back up the good pitching, that's when you're going to win a game. And that's usually the winning combination for the Padres. I mean, the Padres pitching, they're pretty good. Blake Snell's now probably the best for the Padres right now. I don't know if he has the best ERA, but definitely he has ERA, the earned run average. He's definitely hot right now. So he threw 11 strikeouts yesterday, which is beast. I think his record for most strikeouts is 12 in a game. I want to say it's 12. So he hasn't broken his previous record yet this season, but I think he will. He's definitely, if he keeps it up like this, he's going to break his own record. I want to say it's 12, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, leave a comment, man. Just, I'm here to learn too. So, but I remember hearing something about that in one of the last, it might have been the game before this where he threw 12 strikeouts, and they're like, is he gonna beat his own record? So anyways, SnellZilla dominated on the mound this yesterday's game, last night's game. Hopefully you watched it. It was an awesome game to watch. You know how I was feeling the day before. My boy Manny with the broken arm. I still got to fix this. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix this. I'm superstitious, and I was like, oh man, is he not doing good because he has a broken arm? But his arm is great. Yeah, he did a great job yesterday, so I'm pretty stoked on that. I'm rocking my Slam Diego hat today, rocking my Trevor Hoffman jersey. Well, it's actually not a Trevor Hoffman jersey. I mean, it is, but it was a giveaway. It's not like a legit, $100 jersey. But hey, it still looks sweet, so I like rocking it. Let's see what's going on. So this game, Padres versus the Giants from yesterday. Thursday night game, like I said, there was 2 3-run homers in the first. Even though we didn't hit a grand slam, I mean, 6 runs in the first inning. You're going to dominate like that. One of the things I noticed too is that the strike zone was kind of big, so sometimes Snell threw it outside the strike zone, but the umpire called it, so I was like, okay. But same thing with the other team, though. The Giants, when they were throwing balls outside the strike zone, they were throwing balls. The umpire was calling them strikes. So, I mean, it was the strike zone was kind of big. So I just wanted to mention that. Machado's home run, 443 feet. Man, that would have been an awesome game to be at. Just seeing all the Giants fans pouting, crying in their slushies or whatever they drink up in the Bay Area. Kim with the home run. What? I don't have a Kim bobblehead, but I am going to get one because they are going to have bobblehead night for Kim. So make sure you go to that game. That's going to be a good one. He got us 1-run home run in the 4th inning. So that was pretty sweet. And then Crony with an RBI. I mean, Crony was killing it. Nelly with the 2-run RBI. That was pretty sick. It wasn't a home run, but I think he hit it out to center field, into outfield. Brought in 2 runs. My boy Nelly Cruz. Buster Posey was in the stands. I don't know if you saw that. And I think they said the president of operations was also in the stands, sitting right next to him. So I thought that was interesting that they weren't like in the, those fancy executive suites up in the higher levels. He was like right there in the front row, which are better seats than way up at the top anyways. You're just not, you're not inside of a closed environment with fancy drinks and stuff like that. So he got a standing ovation. The reason why I wanted to bring up Buster Posey, folks, if you haven't seen this, I haven't seen this, or I don't remember this, is when he got slammed. He was a catcher for the Giants, and he got pretty hurt in a game. And so that's why they have that rule now where you can't block the home plate. Why do I bring that up? Because I forgot to mention this the day before yesterday. I think it was Wednesday's game. Tatis threw a cannon, threw a bomb from outfield. It's my Tatis bobblehead. He threw a cannon out from outfield, and he went like this because he's a gunslinger, and threw it to home plate. Sanchez got the ball and tagged the guy out, and they called it fair because he was blocking the plate. That's what they said. I think maybe I did mention that, but anyways, just wanted to bring it up again just in case I didn't. And then so we were up 10-0. So I mean, it's one thing to get a bunch of runs. You're dominating. Their pitcher was like a piece of wood because he sucked, and he pitched 3 innings, I think. I couldn't believe they left him out there after the Giants got after the guys hit 2-3 run home runs. He walked a bunch of people too, so that's why that's why the Padres had 2 guys on base each time there was a home run hit. That's something I want to mention. The lineup, I really like this lineup. Kim first, I like that. Tatis second, because Tatis is going to get on base. He's going to hit the ball most likely. And so if you have a runner on base, that's going to move the runner over. And I really like Tatis up at batting second. And then you have Soto. And I really like Soto batting third. I think he likes batting third because he gets a chance to see the pitcher, right? He gets to see the way the pitcher's throwing the ball. And if you know Soto, I mean, he's got a really good eye for the ball. I don't like how he, walks so much because he's looking at the ball, and if it's not over the plate, he doesn't swing at it. And so the problem is that the umpire may not think the same thing and just like, hey, that's a strike, So I don't like that about Soto, but if he's batting third, I do like that because his chances of hitting the ball are going to be higher. I don't know how well he did in this game, but I'm pretty sure he hit the ball a couple times. Actually, Tatis didn't hit the ball. I think he was the only batter who didn't get a base hit. I mean, he got on base, I think, but he might have walked. So, so the lineup was awesome. I really like that lineup. Kim, Tatis, Soto, Machado, fourth. And then, by that time, maybe Cronenworth fifth. By that time, you got a couple guys on base. So, I like that lineup. And again, I think Cronenworth did good yesterday. Everybody got a hit yesterday, except maybe for Tatis, which is crazy. So if Tatis would have got hits, oh my God, the score would have been like 15-0. Last thing I want to wrap up with is 7th inning. They bring in Luis Garcia. Whoa. You bring in Luis Garcia in the 7th inning, and I was like, okay, we're winning by 10 runs. I was like, but this guy still makes me nervous. But it was not a high leverage situation. So he did good. Luis Garcia, if it's not a high leverage situation, meaning that it's not a close game, and so there's not a lot of pressure on him, he's able to pitch the ball. And you could see that last night. He got 3 outs really quickly. It was a quick inning. So that was pretty sweet. And then Kerr, the new guy that they just brought up, I think they brought him up from AAA. Kerr, and if you know where he's from, please leave a comment. I mean, I could Google it. I could look this up. But if you know, leave a comment. When I say where he's from, I mean like what country he's from. If he's from the United States or he's from the Caribbean or where is he from? He also did good too. And he had a 3-out inning pretty quickly too. I think he was the closer. So, you have Luis Garcia, you have Kerr. I can't remember if they brought anybody else in. I don't even know if they had to. Yeah, I don't know if Kerr pitched the 8th and the 9th inning, but anyways, yeah, he did fine too. It wasn't a high leverage situation. They were winning by 10, winning by 10. They only had, Giants had 0. So it was a good game, folks. I loved it. I'm kind of sad that I'm not going to tonight's game. I think tonight is Mexican Heritage Night, which I wasn't too stoked on the hats that they're selling for the theme game. They have like an eagle on the front, like a Mexican eagle on the front, and then it has a little Mexican flag right here on the side. And I was just kind of like, they're not that cool looking hats. But now I want one. It always happens. I'm like, damn, I should have got tickets. It's sold out, by the way, so that's why I can't go. So if you're going to tonight's game, leave a comment, man. Let me know how the game was. I might even try to buy a hat. People probably sell them on eBay. And, because you can buy 4 hats. You buy one for yourself and 3 more to sell on eBay, I guess. I don't know if people do that, but kind of tight on cash too. So that's probably another reason why I didn't buy tickets, because I've been going to a lot of games, and so I kind of have to pick and choose which games I want to go to. But they're coming back to San Diego. They're going to play the Nationals tonight. They don't get a day off. They were in San Francisco for 4 days. They didn't get a day off, after Tampa Bay. They went straight to San Francisco, played the next day, played 4 games, flying back to San Diego. Don't get a day. They're going to play today and tomorrow, I think. And then they're leaving again. I can't remember where they're going to go next. Pirates, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, but I just know that they're going to be flying out again, out of town. So, they got to be tired. Oh, the other thing, speaking about tired, is freaking Xander Bogaerts didn't play yesterday. And if you watched my podcast the day before, I was talking about how they got to put this guy on the injured list, man. He didn't play, and so he needed a day off. From the day before, he didn't hit anything. As far as I can remember, he didn't. If he did, he's maybe got a single, but he probably grounded out or struck out at every at bat the day before yesterday. So they gave him a day off, and he needs it because his wrist is jacked up, bro. You know what I mean? And so I say put him on the IL. They had Odor in there. Odor did good. He did fine. They had Odor at second, and then they had I think it's Brandon Dixon at first, which I'm not a big fan of because I love Crony at first. He's like for sure. If you throw the ball at Crony, he's gonna get it. It doesn't matter where you throw it, as long as it's within arm reach. He's gonna get. If he has to do the splits to catch that ball, he's gonna get the ball. Machado was at third. He had some great plays yesterday, as always. I think we don't give enough credit to Machado for the plays that he makes. But yeah, so they had Odor at second. They had Kim at shortstop, which is awesome. That's where he played. Last year he did an awesome job when Tatis got taken out. So Kim at short. He took Xander's spot. Odor at second. He took Kim's spot. And right, am I getting this right? And then Cronenworth, let's see. No, I guess he played first, and then they may have moved some folks around. Sanchez was catching, which I love. Nola wasn't in there. I'm sorry, Nola, but yeah, Gary came in, hit a 3-run home run. He's brought in more runs than Nola has the whole season, and Gary Sanchez hasn't played as many games. So I like Gary in there. I'm still team Alfaro. I say get rid of Nola, bring Alfaro back. I think he might be playing for the Padres in the minors right now. So again, if you know that, let me know. Leave a comment. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. So thanks for watching. This is my 3rd episode of the new podcast of the LFGSD podcast. Let's go, baby. Peace.